Here's sanctuary for the disenchanted. I have woken up. The staff have helped me into my clothes and down the stairs. And they've shown me my albums to remind me what I achieved before I ended up like this. And it's about 20 minutes, half an hour before I'm due to be led back up the stairs. So that's just about enough time for one of my episodes. And no, not that kind of episode. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, shut up. Welcome to episode 5. I've written a lot of songs, far more than you see in the series. People often ask me where this comes from. Oh, your mum and dad's songwriters. But it goes far deeper than that. It's in my DNA. It is literally who I am. My ancestors invented pop music. They wrote the first ever hit songs. Oh, where the hell is Vish? That guy is always late. Hi Ravi, sorry I'm late. Oh, finally, yeah. What took you so long? I had transport problems. I keep telling you, you need to get a younger elephant. I can't afford one. At least not yet, anyway. What do you mean, not yet? I have just had this great idea for a new song. This thing is gonna be huge. Even bigger than Govinda Jaya Jaya. Oh, way bigger than Govinda Jaya Jaya. It's called Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna Mantra? I like the sound of that. How does it go? Well, see, that's the thing. I've only got the first 2 lines. This is what I have so far. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and then that's it. I can't think of the next line. Have you got any ideas? How about Hare Rama? Yes, Hare Rama. That's brilliant. Write it down. Write it down. Thanks, ancestors. And to think, 58 billion years later and a few white relatives, we got to this. I use the word hate a lot. I'm trying not to. In fact, I hate the word hate. But I hate when someone's written a song and it's blatantly got the title of a massive hit song. I mean, you don't call your song Hello or Let Me Entertain You or Theme from Ghostbusters. So I always try, when I write songs, I always try and make sure it doesn't have the same title as at least something I know. Now, Cliff Richard does have a song called Steady With You, but it's not a massively well-known one. So when I wrote this one we're going to do now, You're My Baby, off Nathan Persad and Colour, it was called Baby at first, because I don't have a song called Baby by anyone that I can think of. And this is before the Justin Bieber song, years before that. But I thought, well, surely there's going to be a song called Baby, so I thought I'd better call this song You're My Baby. And then what happens? So I go through all this, and of course I take it to like the band and they go, hey, okay, here's this new song. And then one of them goes, oh, what is that? The Barry White song? I couldn't believe it. I'd never heard of it, but I looked it up and yes, Barry White does have a song called You're My Baby. So I couldn't avoid it. Here it is anyway, You're My Baby.
And not what you have heard. Baby, please believe me, I hardly said a word. But if you still believe, I will convince you. You're my baby. You're my baby. You're my baby. You're my baby. I said, baby, listen to me, and not your so-called friends. Nothing is more worthless than their opinions. There they go, saying things that they know they shouldn't. Ah, well, you're my baby. You're my baby. You're my baby, yeah. You're my baby. I said, we've
now for the part of the show which is called Much Older Artist Tries to Convincingly Mime to a Song He Did When He Was Much Younger. Catchy title. It's a bit of a long story, so I'm going to cut to me with a different haircut and a different t-shirt telling you all about it. Here he is now. If Salford was my Liverpool, then Lewisham was my Hamburg. You've been watching the show, so you know more than anyone else that I am a deadly serious artist. I'm even in a studio and everything. How else do you explain this? It was in Lewisham that I met a fellow singer-songwriter who he knows I'm doing this series. I asked him if I can name him. He says he does not want to be named. So I can give you clues to help narrow it down. He's Canadian, a singer-songwriter, and has a sense of humour. Now, that should really help narrow it down. Now, this guy was amazing, and I would go to his gigs and he'd be singing the most incredible songs ever, all of which he'd written. They'd be going to the bar, they'd be talking, they'd be on their phones, they'd be going out for a smoke, they'd be going for a piss. And I thought, you guys, never mind me. I mean, it's bad when they do it to me, but I care about other people, despite what it says in the Jewish Chronicle. You guys were missing out on this guy, and so he and I had this idea to start a duo. This was like the early 2000s. Remember the early 2000s? Things like White Stripes were all fashionable, you know, like two pieces that sounded like a really bad four piece. So we thought, right, we're going to get one up on you, you clowns, you morons. We're going to start the worst, most terrible, noisiest, garbage, rubbish band ever, just to rub it in your faces. So we did, and would you believe it? They actually liked it. The thing became hugely successful. I couldn't believe it. You people like this? What is wrong with you? Like, we're singing off key, I'm hitting the drums all, you know, and like he's playing like terrible chords on the guitar, he's not in tune, and he's like singing tone deaf, and oh my god, and these people were loving it. They stopped and listened. If they needed the toilet, they held it in. They gave up smoking so they could see us. We were god awful. So we thought, what does it take to get these people to hate us? We're meant to be getting revenge on these people. They're enjoying their punishment. You're not supposed to be enjoying it. So we decided to do stunts. You know, things. We sometimes had a singer, a third member, and he had an extra long mic cable. He used to like walk into the toilet and leave it left on. And they loved it. Another time they said, I'm going to pretend to beat you up. Yeah, okay, very funny. But then he really did it. And they were like laughing. They thought it was all part of the act. Another time when the guitarist said, I'm gonna like melt some chocolate on my hands and, you know, freak people out. And one guy in the oh my god, he got it on my face. Thing is, I spent the whole day with him and I never saw him go to the shop. And he came in like carrying his guitar case and his pedals, and I didn't actually see him with any chocolate. I never did know where that was. There was another instance where I said, oh, I'll join in then. I'm gonna smash my drum kit up. But I did it at the end of the first song. So I had to spend the rest of the gig building it. They got to the last song, you know, crashed all the cymbals and the set was over. It didn't work, nothing worked. They loved us more and more. We thought, right, finally. We had posters printed of our faces and we set up a table while the other band were doing their set, and we said, right, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna sign. We're in some dive pub. And we're like, right, we're going to sign posters of ourselves if we want to queue up. We thought they're going to hate us after this. The queue went out of the door. We had created a monster. So we had to knock it on the head. Now, all this time, I got away with not doing any of my songs. He kept asking, let's do your songs. And no, mine is too sacred, you can't do it. Finally, I gave in. We did a song of mine called Blissfully Unaware. I don't know why we did it. Of all the ones we chose, but he must have liked it, and we did a terrible version. I'm like, you know, and hitting wrong drums and all out of tune and stuff. And then people would come up to me in Lewisham, like in the shopping centre, and you know, Burger King and other places, and say, hey, you're that guy. You wrote that song, didn't you? Yeah, Blissfully Unaware. Like it's the only one I ever wrote. Yeah, that was me. I've got a copy of it. Do you want it? And I gave him a guy who asked for a copy of it. I gave him this intricate thing that I'd worked out with the harmonies, the guitar chords, the different guitar tones and that, the solo in the middle, the a cappella bit at the end. And he went, what the hell's this? This is, he wanted the author of the out-of-tune version. I just felt lower than scum at that point. So, I decided to start my own series, which is what I'm doing now, just so that I can get footage of what I consider to be the proper version of Blissfully Unaware. Not the garbage version, the Lewisham version as I call it. Forget about that, that is not the real version. This, right now, is the proper version, finally, at last, of Blissfully Unaware.
The whole world knows I'm in love with that girl over there, but she remains blissfully unaware. Oh, I just want to ask her out, but I easily scared. I just look at her blissfully unaware. Woman, amazingly she can tell. That's right. Baby, oh well. Hey, baby. She has no right to get so frustrated. But she never sussed me out. Out, out, out. Come on, baby. The girl is pretty, yeah. Oh, yeah. Remain blissfully unaware. Yeah.
What was I like in those days? Well, I can't answer that because I can't remember. But someone can because he's here now. Me, 20 years ago, that's who. Hi, me, 20 years ago. How's it going? I did used to make that noise a lot, but I've stopped doing it, Lee. Me, 20 years ago, the thing that I get asked the most about that song was what guitar I used. Problem is, I must have sold it or borrowed it. I can't remember. What guitar was I using on that track?
It was the one you got from that shop.
Oh my god, that was it! Thanks so much. That's been bugging me for years. I hope that answered your question. Now, you're wearing Converse, they wear out quickly, and you've walked all the way here. It's a long way to travel. It's only fair that you get to ask me a question of, what happens in the future. You know the formula, you've seen 3 of these episodes. So, is there anything you'd like to ask me now?
So in my time, this new thing has just been invented. It's called reality TV. In your time, how long ago did it die out? Does anyone even remember it?
Wasn't that something? I wonder what song they're gonna do next. He's gonna do next. No, they're gonna do next. I never, oh God, sorry, I didn't mean that. I never send my albums out to get reviewed because they're rubbish. I sent one to well, look, I mean, I had a go at the 50s circuit in the pilot episode. Yeah, pilot. And the 60s circuit isn't much better. In fact, it's even worse. I thought the modern circuit was so snobby. Oh, look, it balances. So I tried to play the 60s circuit, and it was even worse. They just have no sense of humour in that. They think they get all the references, but they don't. And one reviewer called my album in colour unoriginal. I mean, unoriginal, like, yeah, because there are so many half Indo-Caribbean, half white singer-songwriters with Asperger's who like the Hollies as much as other people like the Beatles. Unoriginal. But I remembered that, and I sing the line, it may not be original, but it's not about that, in this next song, which is called, what's it called, Rabbit? I thought she was just in the Golden Girls. It's called You Know That One Day, and here it is now.
You know that one day this much is true. You know that one day I'll be with you. You know I want you. You know where we have it. People have said this stuff in the past. It's happening to me. It's happening fast. It may not be original, but it's not a bad. Wow, shabba-ba-boo. Wow, shabba-ba-boo. So many cold nights, so many tears. I must for my years. It'll be I'll be with you one day.
Are you okay?
I can't remember where I am.
It's alright, you live here.
How did these albums get here?
You made those.
Nathan Persad. He's fantastic. I'll clean up my act. Girl on the spectrum. Da 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 da. Somewhere outside New York. That guy's brilliant.
That's you.
But I look so different.
Yeah, you have your own show and everything.
Is that why these cameras are here?
That's right.
Is it good?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, but is it supposed to be?
Well, no.
Oh.
Anyway, it's time for you to go back upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Do you need help getting upstairs?
No, it's alright. I have to be independent. मेरा जीवन ये कब बदलेगा? Downstairs, downstairs. Life could be much easier downstairs. I've spent my whole life climbing these damn things and haven't reached the top. I'd be so much better off downstairs. Away, away. That is where I want to go away. There is a place where I was born to be, and it sure isn't here. It's somewhere far, 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 far away. Downstairs, downstairs, yeah. Everyone is happier downstairs. I had the nicest view of London once, but now it's blotted out. There's nothing left for me here upstairs. Coming up on the series finale. Oh yeah, very funny. Oh, come on, settle down. It's the French word for building. So that's what transgender means. What's so bad about that? I just can't believe she's gone. You just leave everything to me. I'll arrange all of it. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, I know. Listen, don't worry about a single thing. Yeah, I'll take care of all of it. You've been through enough. Just one thing. So her favourite song of all time, is the full title just My Toot Toot or Don't Mess With My Toot Toot?